Hey guys, it's Maryah. So I'm going to be filming a birthday get ready with me. My birthday was actually a few days ago. It was on Thursday, February the 18th. Today is Saturday. I don't know if you guys live in Jersey or if it snows where you are, but we were snowed in, so I wasn't going nowhere. So I'm just going to show you the makeup I did on my birthday and what I would have worn. So yeah, I probably won't show you guys everything that I'm using on my face because it's not a tutorial. I'm just showing you what I would do. But yeah, let's get started. So I already put primer on. I used the Tatcha, the water cream, which I really like. Going to spray my beauty blender. I know it's dirty, whatever. Fix Plus. And we are going to color correct. Use the Pro Filter. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but if you see me looking this way, my mirror's over here, so bear with me. A little bit goes a long way though. Gotta cover these bags. And then I set it with translucent powder. I just use the e.l.f. one. Because if you don't set it, then when you put your foundation or concealer, it looks like reddish, and we don't want that either. I'm also kind of in a rush too, not gonna lie to you. I decided to take a nap and I pressed snooze one too many times. So now I'm just gonna take some powder and set it on camera. It's darker than what it is. Now on camera it's lighter than what it is in person. So you can definitely see that it is red. Camera, it's not really showing up, but that is okay. So there's 3 concealers. It's actually 4 that I alternate between. Sometimes I use one of these or I mix the 2. These are the Tarte Creaseless Concealer in 50 Deep and 52 Sand Deep. One has a red undertone and one's like a neutral. Sometimes I'll do that. Or I use the Tarte Shape Tape. And I recently started using my NARS one again that I haven't used in a while. So I actually might use this one again. Just to make sure that when I put foundation on, again, that it doesn't mix any with the color corrector. Plus it gives you a little more coverage, and you definitely can't tell on camera as much, but I do have bags, and they are crazy. Back to our sponge. I just have a paper towel here, and I just squeeze out whatever I used before on the towel. I try not to let this one sit too long because it is already very creamy, and it'll be very hard to blend if you let it sit too long. As you can see, it's already like barely moving, which I like in terms of the coverage, but you don't let it sit too long. You also see that when I'm blending stuff out, under my eyes. I always bring it like this, and in the end you'll see why. It gives you like the cat eye effect because I don't do eyeliner, and it looks really good. You'll be able to tell the difference. I also don't put foundation all over my face. I don't feel like I need to. So I'm just gonna take 50H, just a little bit. This time I'm going to use my brush. Yes, I take the brush because it was breaking, and COVID is a real thing. If I don't have to go out and buy something, I'm not gonna go. So now, right now I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I usually use Maybelline, but they changed the shades a little bit the last time I went to the store. I don't know if you can tell, but these are the same shades. And one is lighter and one is darker, so I don't know what's going on with them, but I just decided to try this one and I actually really like it. Again, I don't put foundation all over my face because I don't feel like I need it, and I don't necessarily like when I do. So just put it around my mouth, under my eyes, a little bit in between my eyebrows. And then I have my powder ready. I use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, and sometimes I mix it with this one, but I barely have any left. So I'm just gonna pull out a new one. I use an old container and I mix them in here, and it looks flawless. Okay, so now I have the brand new one. You see the difference in how it already lifts up like the side of my face? My forehead is darker than the rest of my face, probably because I never put makeup on it, but it actually works and it looks like I contour it when we're all done, so don't worry. It won't look crazy. When it's all done, you can't even tell where I put makeup and where I didn't, so it will look good, I promise. I also didn't carve in my eyebrows today. I don't feel like I need to. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't, but today I didn't because they already look pretty clean. So I'm just gonna dip it into the Pro Filter. That powder makes your skin look so flawless, it's actually ridiculous. we'll move on to the eyes. And I'm not really a big, sorry for the camera shaking, I'm not really a big eyeshadow person, but we'll do a little something. I'm gonna use the Jack on Hill palette, and then we're gonna use this one. We're only gonna use one shade though. This really nice glittery one right here. And because we bring it out like this, you don't need to put tape or anything, just follow along that line to wing it out. So we're going to use just a big fluffy brush first. We're gonna dip into a few shades here. I usually dip into this one a little bit, this one, and today we're gonna do this one. You're just gonna put in your crease. No, I don't prime my eyelids or anything. My eyelids are a little bit darker, so I find that it helps that I don't need a lot of eyeshadow because it already looks like I'm wearing some sometimes. Like just that little bit. Looks like I'm doing something. So we're just gonna dip into those 3 shades again. Make it a little bit darker. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna get a more pointy control brush, and we're gonna dip it into this darker brown, this one right here. And we're gonna place it directly into the crease and then wing it out just a little bit. Start with a little bit, then you can build up. See the difference that made already? Go back into it. And I want it just a little bit darker though. And I want to wing it out more, and because of this, it makes it look like we did wing it out, but we're just gonna bring it out and follow along that line. So now we're going to go back into the brush we had before and blend. Thumbnail. Okay, so we're going to do a cut crease. Going back to the concealer we used earlier. Would you believe I'm wearing a white shirt to do my makeup? I know. Just gonna take a flat brush. Take a little bit. I'm gonna add the concealer. Like right here, it went up a little bit, even though that doesn't really bother me, but I always keep Q-tips near, and you literally can just clean it up and wipe it off. But again, that doesn't bother me, because you won't be able to tell when we're all done. There's always that one eye that's so much more neat, just like that eyebrow. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the concealer away. And we're just gonna take any powder, honestly it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna use Maybelline Fit Me powder. Take a little brush. Use this brush. Actually, no. I'm gonna use this brush, I don't care. I'm gonna take this brush and set it. Just set where you put the concealer. So that when you add the shadow, it will go directly on nicely. If you wanted to, you can just leave it with the concealer. I see people do that as well. They like how that looks. Me, I'm a glitter type of person on my eyes, so it's not what I'm gonna do. So after we set it, I'm gonna go back into the Jack and Hill palette, and we are going to use, this one right here. I'm gonna use the same brush, doesn't matter. You can spray the brush if you want it more glittery, but because we're gonna go into this palette, I don't need to. And you're just gonna place it on top. The powders I used on my face, even though I'm baking for a long time, it's just gonna make everything look so smooth and flawless. So you don't have to worry about leaving it on too long. And because that's not enough sparkle, we're gonna go into this palette. And we're gonna put on the inner corners and then drag it up a little bit. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, so keep this palette out. We're gonna wipe whatever powder's under that. And this is where you can blend it in a little bit with your brain fart. Your powder brush. Because you'll still get that defined line, but it won't look so harsh where people are gonna look at you crazy. See? Just do that. Now we're gonna go back in with the brush we had earlier. And we're just gonna go into this shade and just lightly tap on the darker one. And then we're gonna drag it down. See the difference? Very cute. We're all done with shadow. So now we're gonna contour. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know where I got these from, but I think this one came in like a trio pack. So I dip it into this one first and then a little bit into this one. And then a little bit above that, I go in with a baked bronzer. This looks a little light on camera, but I promise you it's not. I'm gonna grab an angled brush. And you're gonna go above where we did the reverse contour. Yeah, that line isn't even there. It just looks like cat effect. It's so nice. Sometimes I cream contour, sometimes I feel like I don't need to. When you put the baked bronzer so high up, it also looks like highlight, so you can skip that step if you're not really big on highlight. And then now we can wipe off the powder. Sometimes I put a little bit of the bronzer on my nose, but today I'm just gonna leave it. Your face will look so like just flawless. It's honestly amazing. Now for highlight, today I'm going to use this highlight palette. I'm gonna use this tiny pointy brush, and we're gonna spray it. The brush, and we're gonna use Extra and Snatched. Just this one. I really don't use the rest of them. Sometimes I use this for blush, but I rarely wear blush either. So we're just gonna do above the brow. This brush, I'm gonna put a little bit over here. I feel like you can still see my back. That's crazy. They never want to go away. But I don't want to wear lashes. I'm gonna use the, I know this is, I think NYX and just plain brown lip pencil. I'm gonna line our lips. I don't overline, my lips are already big. There's no reason to. And we have to wear masks, so again, absolutely no point. So because we have to wear masks and I don't like sticky lip gloss, I'm gonna put you guys on here because I put a lot of people on. This is chapstick, but it's glossy chapstick, not sticky, very smooth. It won't make you feel uncomfortable. It doesn't drip down throughout the day. So I use this as my lip gloss. When I say I have a problem, I don't think you guys understand. I keep one in my car, in my purse, in my wallet, by my bed, over here. Do you see what I mean? For chapstick, it is so smooth. It's honestly amazing. And it's like, what, $2? Are you kidding me? So yeah, this is it for the makeup. I'll probably just go over my hair with a straightener. Nothing crazy, but so yeah, this is it. I like to use the Stay Spray as my setting spray. Another really good one is the Urban Decay